Hello and welcome to episode 68 of the Bearded Banter Podcast, the gaming podcast where Matt has some fucking explaining to do, but we'll get to that when we get to that. I am your host, Shane the Bearded One. With me, I have one of my co-hosts, Spencer. How are you doing today, Spencer boy?
I'm doing pretty good. I had a good rest on my new mattress.
You got a new mattress, huh?
Yeah, I got a new mattress. My room's clean. It's pretty fresh to death.
Is it a memory foam? Is it?
No, I think it's just like a really nice foam mattress.
I want a memory foam mattress because I've heard those things are like incredible.
Yeah, my grandmother has one, and when I used to be a kid and fall asleep watching TV in her room, it was like sleeping on a cloud.
Yeah, like if you want to find things that are better than sex, get a memory foam mattress, and then have sex on it, and then you'll just be in a world of
memory sex even.
With us, we also have a guest. We have the sports boy Adam joining us today. How are you doing today, Adam?
On episode 68, we're one away from the best number.
I know, right? Don't worry, I have something planned for that when we get there. Hopefully you're on that one. But welcome back to the show, Adam.
I did this thing once before, and it was like a while ago.
It's like you haven't been on since we did the top 10 games podcast, which was like back in August. So it's been a while.
Yeah.
That was like 8 months ago.
Yeah, that was so making your triumphant return to the stupid gaming show.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm playing video games right now. I'm a real gamer.
Yeah,
Nothing.
You know what? I respect that.
Not even podcasts.
It's just let's just live stream Persona and get fucking content claimed right now.
Immediately.
The audio can't pick it up. We're good to go.
Okay. Well, welcome back to Bearded Banter. Normally, we would be having my lovely co-host Matt Legion-Rex joining us, but I believe he is the sleepy boy and he didn't wake up on time. So, you know what happens. He gets that big red X of shame upon his face until he decides to show himself. When and if that happens, who knows? It could happen. It could not. We'll find out.
I'm gonna text him and just be like, "You sleep?
You sleep?" Just for, if it gets to that point, I'm just gonna do what I did on the ReZero podcast and just call him, and then he'll be like, "Fuck, I did it again." But anyway, welcome back to Bearded Banter. It's gonna be an interesting show today because we have quite a few things to talk about. We're back to our normal format after the last few podcasts we were doing topic shows. We're back to our original format. If you are not familiar with that if you're not familiar with that format, usually we start with around half an hour of general game discussion where we just chill and chat like the boys we are, talking about what we've been playing lately. And then after we're done with that, we're going to go into some news stories where we don't have a whole lot of news because the last few weeks have been a little slow. A lot of smaller stuff, but a couple of big stories near the end that are going to be interesting to talk about. So, without further ado, if you guys are ready, we can get started with general discussion.
I'm always ready.
All right, and discussion starts now. So, let's start with the guy who's actually playing a game right now. Adam, what have you been playing lately?
This gamer, I have put last Tuesday, 8 o'clock at night. I think I put 60 hours into Persona 5.
One of us.
For a span. Yeah, it's game. I never played a JRPG before, and are they always
really?
like this? Yeah, I've never played one before. I've never played a Final Fantasy or anything.
Well, what a place to start then.
What a place to start.
This long? Do they always have this much stuff going on? Because there's a lot going on.
Yeah. Persona is actually one of the more subdued JRPGs.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
When you came back and was like, I'm gonna call it Friend Simulator 2K19, you pretty much hit it right on the
You're basically
head.
Making friends nonstop.
Yeah.
The game is half making friends and half dungeon crawling.
It's like half making friends and half Pokemon.
Half relationship building and half, standard JRPG turn-based stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's really good turn-based JRPG stuff.
It is very, very good. You just gotta manage all your bullshit SP right, because if you don't, you're fucked.
And, you don't want your talking cat to get all naggy at you, so go to bed at an appropriate time. Wake up, go to school.
Exactly. Well, you gotta go to school. You're in Japan.
Yeah, you gotta go to school, you gotta make friends, you gotta go to the shady back alley doctor who is like a punk rock queen.
You gotta, like, get your former mafia guy, or, like, whatever it is.
You gotta go to the gun shop.
Soft dude, yeah, the gun shop.
Yeah, go to the air shop. Hey, man, you got to get that work at that ramen shop so you can talk to the politician who thinks that you're a good person because you have a steady job, and then get to work with the politician in order to get more SP in battle.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go to
Something
the
like that.
burger joint and eat the really big burger, and then everyone's impressed.
Big Bang Burger, dude.
And then you gotta eat the bigger burger, and then you gotta eat the biggest burger. Still
The
haven't
biggest
eaten the biggest burger yet.
Oh, that's
Burger
see, your
is
friendship.
level
Your friendship
51
points aren't
before.
high enough yet, because the higher your friendship points go, the bigger your stomach gets.
It's
I know,
true,
I have,
but
like,
only when those friendship points are split between 5 separate things: proficiency, guts, smarts, charm, kindness, and the other one.
Yeah. Anyway, how are you liking Persona 5, Adam?
Oh man, I put how many hours into this damn game?
Well, you can see the count at the save screen. It tells you how many hours.
I know, but I'm in the midst of dialogue and I cannot do it right now.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Okay,
I am going through this for the first time. When I go to New Game Plus, I'll probably zoom through it.
We were arguing while you were muted. What part are you at exactly?
I just finished Futaba's Palace, so now...
Okay, so you're
so
about
that
to
means
get
he's
summer
on to
vacation.
Okumura, right?
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
about to go on summer vacation.
Right, the beach
I'm at
episode.
the end of summer vacation, big genius.
Yeah,
Oh, at the end of the
you about to go to Hawaii, boy.
Hawaii boy.
Get ready for the
Hawaii.
beach filler arc.
The beach episode where you can choose one of 4 people to go on a date with, or you can choose none of them and hang out with the boy Ryuji.
I'm absolutely going on a date with someone. I'll figure it out, though.
If I may, there's only one correct
You're right,
answer
there is only
here.
one correct answer.
What is it? Tell me.
It's obvious, isn't it?
Oh, it's not.
Well,
You
go
tell
on.
me. Yes, Spencer, tell me.
Yeah, Shane, tell him.
Yeah, Spencer, tell him.
It's on.
It's not on, it's Makoto, you piece of
It's
shit.
on, you piece of shit.
You're fucking so wrong about
You're fucking
this.
so stupid.
On to fucking thought. Makoto is
That's
smart and
inco-
sophisticated.
Inco fucking rats, you obviously didn't pay attention.
See, this is why we don't openly talk about Persona anymore, because then the best girl argument comes up and everyone is fucking wrong.
The worst part is that it's 5, and 5 doesn't have a bad girl that we can agree on.
I mean,
There's
I think
no
we all
bad
agree.
girl in Persona.
I think we all agree that Haru is the least interesting of them.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm 60 hours in and I have no idea who that is.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
about
because
to.
she just kind of
Before that.
she shows up in a weird side arc, like literally she interrupts the palace for you to spend like 4 days, like figuring out this side arc, and it's fucking terrible. And then Haru shows up, and the only cool thing about her is she's like this dainty like heiress to a food company.
Oh yeah, she's a rich girl.
She's a rich girl, but also her weapons are hammers and grenade launchers.
So she's lady.
Yeah.
She's lady if lady had a fucking giant hammer.
She's also lady if lady was less interesting and not a good character.
Yeah. She's also lady if lady was a plank of cardboard.
Yep, that too.
Like that.
And I don't have any ill will towards Haru. She's great on her own, but compared to the rest of the female cast, it's like,
Yeah,
why are you here?
It's hard to develop a character when you've spent roughly 40, 50 hours developing every other character.
Yeah, because you've got On, and she's great. You've got Makoto, who's the best fight me.
Yeah, she's
You've
absolutely
got-
the best.
You've got Futaba, who is just a precious cinnamon bun that we need to protect.
Yeah.
Do not date Futaba.
No.
Some people do.
Yeah,
Some
don't
people
do that. She's technically your sister, so stop it.
It's even then, 'cause Sojiro is not your father, nor your stepfather.
I know. That's
uncle.
why I said it technically.
Yeah, it's
very
weird.
liberally there.
Very liberally, she's your stepsister.
But
it's
still,
like,
don't lewd Futaba.
Don't
please.
date Futaba. Date anybody else. Date the fucking. I'm gonna say it. Date the shogi player. Date Kafumi. Okay, she deserves it. She's been through a lot.
She's been through a lot.
Don't date Yusuke. That's my.
You know what? Here's Spencer's top 3 people not to date.
He's very hot. I like it a lot.
Okay.
Number 1, Kawakami. That's your fucking teacher.
Don't fucking do that.
Don't fuck your teacher, and that's even weird because Kawakami, when you get to the end of the S-Link, is like, we can't do this, and
you got
an option is like, but it feels so right.
Like
and
the entire game, you're building like this fucking teacher complex where you have this like secret quote unquote relationship with her because she's doing this maid service, and it's all just really weird and gross.
You pay your sister's medical bills.
Yeah, that's it. That justifies everything.
She's trying to pay her sister's medical bills. Number 2, oh yeah, not only is she an alcoholic, she's also like 45, and you don't want to get into that.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with that shit.
And number 3, Futaba. She's your sister.
Yeah,
don't do that.
Don't do that.
Get
the fuck away from your sister.
Your sister, exactly.
Stay away from her.
Here's the thing: if you're gonna date anyone, just date Takumi, because she is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, she's this shady, like, back alley doctor, and she pumps you full of weird shit as, like, an experiment, but she's so goddamn hot, it's worth it.
Okay.
That's not being corny for the anime girls.
Even if she was hot, okay, I would recommend getting her S-Link up to at least 7, like, off the bat, because she has one of the best, like, S-Link, like, level ups, aside from maybe Hifumi, because her, like, just being able to switch a character out, like, at will is really fucking good.
Yeah, that's broken.
Yeah.
Having all, like, the item stuff be discounted and you being able to buy support items is, like, crazy good. Because you can buy those SP regen things, and since SP doesn't regenerate unless you level up, and now it does. So I walk around...
And you always...
For me was I just run out, like all my people will run out, but I just walk around with it. I'm always full because it just regenerates, and like half the time I melee attack because Yusuke and Makoto and either Anne or Ryuji depending on the mood, and then I have like Mona in reserve.
Did you know that Morgana's a boy?
I know, I'm aware.
Yes.
Morgana is a boy
completely
who wants to fuck on.
He is incredibly horny for a cat.
But see, here's the thing, though.
Horny for on.
Here's the thing, though. Going off of that, if Morgana was actually a girl and she was horny for on, then we got a gay cat on our hands, and what do we do with that?
We take a picture and we put that in a frame because that is the most anime thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, we got this talking cat who's gay for the main female character.
Have we ever dealt with gay cats before?
I don't think so. Not to my knowledge. I've watched a lot of anime.
There's never been a gay cat.
You know what? Now that we say that, someone's gonna point it out like, oh, in fucking episode 602 of Naruto pee poopin', Naruto turned into a cat and was gay for Sasuke. And it's like, all right, shut
Let me tell you this. If you say that, you're a fucking scrub and a nerd, and I'm going to beat you up, and I'm going to stuff you in a locker.
He's actually going to come to your house and fucking deck you.
Do that. I don't care where you live. You could live in, like, Bhutan on a mountaintop. I'll dig a locker out of the rock, and I'll fucking shove you in.
You could live in a cave on Mount Fuji, and I'll fucking come and bring the cave down on top of you.
I'll fucking blow up Mount Fuji. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's snowing on Mount Fuji, by the way.
Yeah, it is snowing on Mount Fuji.
Yes. It won't for much longer when I blow it up with 400 pounds of TNT.
Or climate change.
That too.
Did you ever wonder, okay, completely unrelated.
This is a weird tangent. But okay.
This is a weird tangent, I know. But completely unrelated. You know that one scene near the end of Bayonetta 2 where Bayonetta flies a jet fighter up the mountain?
Yes.
What if that was in real life Mount Fuji? Because she fucking blows that thing up to kill the angels. How did we get on this?
I don't know, but let's get back to P5. What do you think of the music?
Music, everything's a banger. Everything slaps. It whips. You can listen to it while you're driving.
At this point, it's not even a hot take to say that this is one of, if not the greatest game soundtracks ever made, because that's pretty general consensus at this point.
So number 1, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
Yes, I agree. That is definitely up there.
I agree that.
Mario Galaxy. Number 3, Persona 5. And 3 and 4 and 5, I'm not sure who the other ones are, but I think you can make a case for, like...
Oh, 3 and 4 have great music, too. Like, the entire series has, like, killer music.
Oh, no. So, here's how it works. So, P3 was hip-hop and, like, rap.
And P4 was like, rock.
Surfer rock.
Yeah.
And P5 is jazz.
Yeah, it's, like, jazzy sound.
Can Persona 6 be, like, SoundCloud rap? We can get 6ix9ine on the track.
P6 is going to be fucking...
P6 is going to be like techno. Like Eurobeat.
P6 is...
Eurobeat.
No, P6 is going to be fucking ska, I bet.
Oh, yeah.
Spencer would be coming harder than he has before.
Play the shit out of it. And you're going to be like, okay, some of these songs are good. If we get ska Persona, I'm gonna cut a backflip off my roof, dude.
Your roof's not that high, though. Like...
Incredibly heavy metal. It should be like F4.
It should be just fucking. It should just be like blackened death metal for P6.
It should be
like
that.
Just get Cannibal Corpse to do the soundtrack.
No, Cannibal Corpse is fucking garbage. Keep them.
Yeah, I know.
Hit up sound. Let me hit up my Spotify. What the hell's good?
Hit or miss. I bet they never miss, huh?
Yeah, just get Architects to do P6.
We should get Architects.
You got a boyfriend.
You should get Architects to do every soundtrack ever.
Should, because it'd be great.
You
Anyway,
should get a mixture of
the Architects. Every one of their albums is good except for the first one, because that's the one with that's the one without the singer.
Well, yeah, I mean,
and then they got rid of him, and then.
Anyway, back to video games.
Back to video games. We keep getting off topic. We're talking about.
I feel like we've rambled enough about P5. We know what Adam's playing. Let's go to Spencer. Spencer, what have you?
Spencer?
Yeah, what have you been playing lately?
Like 2 games. So 3 actually, because I just played a little bit when it came out. So I'll go quickly. The one I played the least is got back, and I've started playing Smash Brothers Ultimate again.
Because some reason.
Because we got the boy. I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why anyone would go back to Smash Bros. Around this time.
It all loops back to the number 5. Persona. Oh god, he's so cool.
He's so goddamn cool.
They did not have to do this much for a DLC character.
But here's the thing, it's Sakurai, and we know how crazy Sakurai can get with DLC. Like,
yes, and we also know that it's Atlas, and Atlas was probably like, okay, you can have Joker, but
you gotta do him utmost justice.
So not only does Joker have 5 specials technically.
Yeah.
He has neutral B, which is gun.
Mm-hmm. Just the gun.
He got the Glock. He keeps that MF and Fang on him.
Yeah.
His down B is a counter.
It's a counter when you have Arsene out, but it's like a guard. It's almost like a block that can absorb damage otherwise.
Yeah.
That's not like absorb damage, the damage goes into your like.
Yeah, because it doesn't make you completely invincible. You take like half damage, but all the damage you take goes towards awakening Arsene. So
Arsene. And then with Arsene it becomes a counter. And then his side B is
Aha.
It's throwing a calling card.
And it does like curse damage.
curse damage, and then his up B without Arsene is like a grappling hook.
And let me just fucking say, that grappling hook, I was so worried about that recovery because I hate characters with fucking grapple recovers. That thing is fucking awesome. Like, the auto-tracking on that thing is ridiculous.
Not only will it grab items and ledges, but it grabs characters out of the air and fucking brings them back to you to continue combos.
Yeah, like, I've already seen some crazy combos on Twitter using the grappling hook. Like, it's ridiculous.
And then this up B with Arsene is basically like a recovery jump.
And it is confirmed best recovery in the game. Like, they did the comparison in the trailer with, I think Inkling had the highest recovery up till this point. It goes higher than Inkling. It's kind of broken how much recovery he has with Arsene. But then again, Arsene in general is just kind of busted.
Because he turns gun into gun.
He turns gun into mega gun and it shoots 3 bullets at once.
He's really cool, but we kind of assumed that Joker was going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
But the stage, man.
Oh my god.
Stage.
Okay, when the data miners came back and said it's more than likely we're getting Mementos as the stage, I was one of the people that wasn't a fan of that, because Mementos is cool, but
it's... do Mementos as a stage, that's the thing. It's just railways.
Yeah, Mementos
in different colors.
Yeah, Mementos in the game isn't the most visually appealing environment. So I was like,
then you get some weird shit.
But... Yeah, so I was like, how the hell are they going to do Mementos in Smash? I mean, never doubt Sakurai, am I right? Because
honestly, at this point, I don't think Sakurai can do any wrong.
No, honestly,
no. This man has given us way too much at this point.
He somehow took Mementos and turned it into the best stage in the entire game. I don't know how he did it.
How Mementos works is Mementos is technically, it's one stage with 3 themes.
It's got 3 variants.
Depending on the music, the background will either be blue, yellow, or red. Blue is Persona 3, yellow is P4, red is P5.
Yeah.
So small things will happen based off the variant, but the most interesting thing is if you win on Mementos. Sorry, if you win as Joker in general, actually.
Yeah.
So you don't know about the result screen for P4 and P3 because I don't think maybe Shane's played them, but you definitely haven't.
I haven't.
P5 has the greatest result screen of the Persona series.
Yeah.
It's like
that fucking jazz with like. For those of you who don't know, a jazz song starts playing as the character runs to the screen left. And the camera follows him in a long tracking shot as you get your HP and your XP and your items and all that, and your money. They translated that into the game. But the most interesting thing about that is the music changes based off of the variant of the screen of the stage.
Yeah.
You get P3, P4, P5 results music based off of what happens. But it's still, and you also get different animations as well. Some have Morgana as his car.
Yeah. Ironically, that was the very first one I got. Was the car. I don't know how I did.
Yeah. Same, by the way. But like just the all-out attack being almost like an insta-kill with high enough damage, it just ends them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Amazing. He's just really good, and you can tell what actual effort into this when really he didn't need to.
They didn't need to go so overboard with the attention to detail. It's very much appreciated.
Yes,
and it just
really is.
It just shows the commitment that they have to making all of their characters, very authentic to their game.
I want the characters to feel like I'm playing that character.
Yeah, and they nailed that with Joker. Like, all of his details are nailed down pat. I wanted to talk briefly because when we get to what I've been playing Smash 2 because Joker. When you do his final Smash, when you do the all-out attack, and it's an instant kill on the last stock, it just cuts straight to the game screen and goes right into results, right?
Yes.
If you do that in classic mode, it soft locks the game.
What?
Okay, so here's the story. So they added a classic mode route for Joker when they released him.
Yes.
They didn't bother doing a transition with the all-out ending. So when you do it in classic mode and you get that instant kill, it doesn't know what to do, so the game just crashes. And I'm not making that up. There have been several reports of people running into that glitch. That they just didn't have a transition for classic mode to go from that to the end, so it just crashes the entire game.
Do anything?
It just doesn't do anything, and it just stuck on the fucking victory screen. And honestly, that makes like the $8 completely worth it.
Yeah.
Because that's just funny. But anyway, Spencer, have you been playing anything else lately?
Yes, I've been playing that. I've been playing This Is the Police 2.
Oh yeah, I forgot that came out a while ago.
Yeah.
Is it basically just more of the first?
But different, because this one has like XCOM levels in it.
Oh god.
Where you have to like pick like 4 officers to go to like a major crime, and each officer has special talents because you level up their skills. And you take control of these officers, and you actually have to like play out the mission and like either arrest or like shoot, and like based off of what you do in the mission, it changes parts of the story.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah, but it's same idea, different town, and it's really, really good. Like, if you enjoyed when we had that issue where I misheard the title of the game and we got that video.
That video.
You'll know that I played like 75 to 80% of the first game. Then I'm now probably only like 10%, 15% the second game, but it's really, really good. And then the last game I've been playing is Spyro the Dragon.
Right, you've been on your Spyro journey as of late.
You're back on Spyro.
Spyro 1 is the worst game in that the original trilogy.
I'm just going to say right now...
the worst game ever.
I'm just going to say right now, if you're one of those crazy people who actually enjoys treetops, you're a fucking maniac. That was the worst... That was the worst treatment immediately. That was the worst level I've ever played.
A lot of people would agree with you there.
I had collected all of the gems, but not the dragons, because you have to fucking trick jump.
Yeah.
They expect you to chain speed ramps together,
yep,
and then jump off of the edge off of the top of one of the speed ramps, float over to an island, cut a right turn, go around that speed ramp, jump off of a ramp, hit another ramp, and then glide to get the final dragon.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, ain't it?
Fuck that level. Fuck that. But I got, 2 levels left in the game, so...
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
And once you get a hang of the flying levels, they're pretty easy.
Yeah, I actually like the flying levels. I don't know what the hell Matt's talking about. But yeah, as someone...
He's not here to defend himself because he's asleep right now.
Yeah. Fuck that guy, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as someone who grew up with Spyro as a kid and has played that first game to death, it's the worst in the original trilogy. Easy. Not a bad game. It's just, it is plagued with first game syndrome, where you can tell that this was a prototype for something greater that they got in Spyro 2 and then Spyro 3. So, still a good game. It definitely has its share of frustrating moments. But as someone crazy like me who has played it dozens of times and has 100%ed it every time, I'm basically immune to the bullshit at this point. But someone like you, who this is your first time playing it, that's rough.
Yeah. It's not great, and I can't wait to play the second and third game.
Yeah, 2 and 3 are vast improvements over the original. In terms of what I've been playing, I'm going to be pretty brief here, because we already talked about Smash.
Yeah, you played Smash, like, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I talked about Smash, played Joker, he's great, one of my favorite characters now. The other two games I played recently, DMC5, which I'm not going to talk about very much because we did an entire podcast like a month ago.
We did an entire podcast. I finished the playthrough. I know what happens.
Holy shit, right?
Holy shit.
Holy fuck.
Thank you, Itsuno.
If you really like the playthrough, maybe you should play the game. It's really good.
I didn't have money at the time, dickhead.
Don't worry, he can save up money. He's working now.
Lucky for you, yeah. It's almost summer, so you can work.
I am working. Today, actually.
Cool, get that money.
Yeah. But
holy shit, right?
Right.
Based Itsuno, thank you. Arigato gozaimasu.
I don't understand how they in the span of like a minute, they managed to make one of the goofiest moments in DMC history while also making it one of the most emotionally resonant. It's where Nero is climbing the Qliphoth while Dante and Virgil are fighting, and the fucking payphone is just there, and it's still working. It's like, they're like in the fucking outer atmosphere as this giant demon plant is about to absorb the earth, and this fucking payphone is still in service. Like, what?
It's really, like, emotional, and it actually gives Kyrie more of a character than in the entirety of her game.
Which is ironic, because she's not even in this game.
But we know that, like, because if you've read the prequel book that was slowly being translated as the game came out, you realize that they don't have, like, nice clothes because they spend all of their money taking care of orphans.
Yeah.
And Kyrie makes a lot of food because they feed homeless people, and it's like, oh my, this is the greatest relationship, and they've totally fucked.
They absolutely fucked. Like,
one of the few characters to know what sex means.
You gotta stop being horny.
If Nero and Kyrie hadn't fucked, I would be concerned.
Adam, you don't fucking understand. You have not played a single DMC game except for 5. Okay, what I'm saying is not me being horny on main. It is a literal theme in the fucking series.
Yeah, we know. People in this series know how to fuck now. Like,
yeah, so that we can move forward.
We can move forward. Virgil had a kid. Nero has a girlfriend who he probably plows on a nightly basis.
Regularly.
But no, that's the thing. Up until this point, like, DMC has been surprisingly clean for what it is. Like, Dante doesn't smoke, he doesn't drink, he doesn't do drugs, he doesn't have sex, he doesn't swear. He's a surprisingly clean person, and the entire series was based around that mentality until Nero showed up, and he's just this punk-ass kid who's like, fuck you, asshole, suck my dick. Yeah. And now we finally we have the revelation that characters in this franchise know how to fuck. It's like, what happened?
It's just Dante. It's just because Dante... I saw the greatest tweet, and I think you retweeted it, Shane, which is like, all DMC characters are just what different 12-year-olds think are cool.
Yeah, every DMC protagonist is just a different 12-year-old's interpretation of what the coolest guy is, and there's something surprisingly wholesome about that.
Yeah. Like, Dante is this fucking surfer rockin' cowboy, woohoo pizza man.
Woohoo pizza man.
Virgil is like this, like, stoic, like, smarty guy who's like, ooh, I'm cool. V is goth.
Yeah.
V is hot.
Hardcore
V is Hot
goth.
Topic.
Yeah, definitely.
He goes to Spencer's and Hot Topic when he's at the mall, like, every week.
Yeah, he does. He goes to my house all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously,
and then Nero is a punk.
Yeah.
And then Nero's a punk.
Probably like a member of a post-hardcore band.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, there's I don't know if it's in 5, because I haven't found it yet, but in 4, he had a taunt where he literally sat there for a minute and did air guitar. So, yeah, he's been in a band at some point.
Yeah, I do air guitar occasionally. I've never been in a band. Fun.
Well, it's not
like
my problem, Adam.
Okay, fine.
But anyway, DMC5 really fucking good. I said we weren't going to talk about it very much, but then we spent like 5 minutes talking about it. It's my game of the year so far. I love everything about it. And the other game I've been playing lately is Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, which isn't the best FromSoft game, and it's not the most difficult thing on the planet. Fuck everybody. Like, okay. Sekiro is weird. Just because it's a new FromSoft game, people are going to run headfirst into brick walls constantly with this game, which they have, and they've made themselves very vocal about it. It's not the hardest game in the world. Once you get a hang of the new mechanics and how everything works and how combat flows, honestly, it's kind of a piece of cake, because in no other game have I went to fight a mini-boss who kicked my ass like 10 times in a row, put the game down for a day, came back the next day, and then owned him on the first try. Like, I've never had a game where I've done that shit before. It's just once you calm the heck down and get a feel for the controls and how combat works, it's honestly not that challenging. Like, sure, it's challenging, but it's not the antithesis of difficulty in video games, like everyone is claiming that it is. Like, I'm not going to get into the whole easy mode debate, because I honestly don't care. But it's a great game. Not my favorite FromSoft game. That's still Bloodborne by a wide margin. But this is up there, and it does what it does very well, and once it clicks, it's extremely fun. Frustrating at times, sure, but extremely fun. Which, honestly, you can say that about all FromSoft games, unless you're Adam, who has just nothing but hate for Dark Souls and all those games.
I played Dark Souls 3 for like 4 hours. I beat the first boss, and I hated it. Miserable time all around.
And you know what? Fair. Like, these games aren't for everyone. Not everyone. It's not going to click for everyone. So, but for Spencer and I, it clicked for us, and Sekiro is a great addition to that lineage.
You gotta have your brain wired a certain way to enjoy those things. You gotta, like, enjoy pain.
It's all technical. So if you don't like technical games, this ain't the shit for you. But yeah, that's basically all I've been playing lately. And I think that pretty much wraps up general discussion. So if you guys are ready, we can get right into the news.
We talked about basketball. I want to talk about basketball.
Different podcast, Adam.
You
know what, Adam? Why don't you start a sports podcast and just do that?
I'm not a podcast. I just come in here and talk.
Here's the thing. If Adam started a sports podcast, he would be the only one on it.
It would be just me.
Well, yeah, maybe you could get Spencer for that.
Spencer was just talking about baseball and hockey. He's not really a basketball guy.
Well, then that's what a basketball podcast, and I still know a little bit about basketball.
If we're talking about sports, you want to laugh at Tampa Bay because they got swept out of the playoffs.
Well, all right.
Yes.
All right, Adam.
Very funny.
Adam, I have a proposition for you. Whenever we cover Kuroko on The Gap, you will be there and you can talk about basketball all you want.
Yes, I will never shut up on the podcast. So
that will be your time to vent about basketball.
My shining moment.
Yeah, it will. The title will just be Adam Hates Basketball.
Depends how the rest of the season goes. If the Raptors win the whole thing, it'd be like Adam loves basketball. If the Raptors don't win, it'd be like Adam hates basketball. So it's really binary.
It's up for debate. Anyway, let's get into some gaming news, boys.
Some news.
So,
let's get right into the news.
So I'm going to mention this briefly because we've already talked about it in general discussion. But in case you weren't aware, yes, Persona 5's Joker is finally in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Nintendo released a huge new content approaching video on their YouTube channel Tuesday night, detailing everything about Joker and all of the content that was coming in the free 3.0 update patch. To the surprise of everyone, at the end of the video, they revealed that both Joker and the 3.0 update would be live the following day, April 17th. So, yeah, Joker is in Smash. Yeah, Joker's in Smash. The big update's out. If you didn't know that and you want to play Joker now. Yes, your
You can
stage
pet the
builder.
dog in Smash finally.
You can make a giant dick and put it on the servers, and people can download it.
You can make Lost if you want to. Many people already have.
You can download other people's stupid lewd stages. But yeah, if you weren't aware, that update is out, so you can go download that, and you can go purchase Joker, either as part of the Challenger Pack 1 or as part of the Fighter's Pass. It's up to you. If they're going to do what they did with Joker for all of the DLC characters, I would highly advise getting the Fighter's Pass, because honestly, at this point, it's worth it, and only one character is out. But I bring this up as more of a segue than anything into the actual Persona story that we have to talk about today.
About the nonsense.
Yeah. Kotaku UK.
Why are we wasting our time with this story?
Because it is news, Adam, and it needs to be covered. So,
it's like
yeah, you know what we're talking about.
Barely anything. It's dumb as hell. It wasted everyone's time. It just made people mad.
Yeah, it makes people mad because that's what fucking counts as gaming journalism nowadays. This kind of bullshit fucking sensationalist douchebaggery by the fucking Brits. Needs something to get the rage clicks. Needs something to get the rage clicks so people will go to their worthless and useless gaming website to get the latest thing. This isn't even the first time they pulled something like this.
All right. Calm
They
down.
did it for Sonic when Sonic was in Smash. When Sonic was in Smash, they pulled the same bullshit with Sonic's taunt for "You're too slow." You're like Sonic uses an ableist slur.
Do I have to lecture you about?
I haven't even talked about the story yet.
All of this or not,
dude. This is just so upsetting to me for like multiple levels.
Okay.
It shouldn't. It's fucking dumb. You should have forgotten about it 10 minutes after it happened.
All right.
It wasted
boys,
time and nothing good came out of it.
Boys,
moved on.
Cool your jets. Let me go over all the details, and then you can go wild, okay? Okay. So.
Take ready. I put up my take in the Discord before, so.
Yes. So.
I gotta go back up and get it. My take was the only good one.
Kotaku UK. No. Shortly after Joker came out in Smash, released an article, duly titled, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's Persona 5 DLC includes a disability slur. And, you know, anyone with half a brain, upon reading that title, would know that this is a bullshit article that's grasping at straws.
There's zero critical thinking on behalf of the author here.
But it kind of blew up, so I do want to cover it. I'm going to read the original article that was posted by Kotaku UK, and then I'm going to read the follow-up article, the quote-unquote apology, not apology article, just so we can get all the details. So, here is the article. Earlier today, an update to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate brought the game up to version 3.0 and brought with it several big changes. Players can now create and share custom stages online, and DLC Pack 1 arrived, adding Persona 5 protagonist Joker to the game. Part of the DLC Pack's edition includes a number of Persona tracks, which can be listened to in full outside of battle. However, one of these tracks caught our attention for all the wrong reasons. In the track, Wake Up, Get Out There, if you skip to around a minute and 48 seconds into the track, you'll reach a section of the song where words are softly spoken rather than sung. At around a minute 57 seconds, it appears the term retarded is used, and followed up by the assertion that, I can say it. The official lyrics for the song, curiously enough, does not include the spoken word selection. And then it goes on to talk about how, you know, retarded is considered a slur among people with mental disabilities.
And it is.
Blah, 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 blah.
You shouldn't say it.
So if you're a person with half a brain, you don't even have to fucking bat an eye at this article.
2.5 brain cells to rub together. You'd understand that Nintendo would not, you know, fly.
But, so, they released... Let me finish.
Sorry.
Let me finish. Spencer, calm down. So,
defend the honor of games.
So, they released that article. Of course, it blew up for all the wrong reasons. Did he just drop?
He just left and came back.
Oh, no, my Discord died.
Okay.
Oh,
okay. Yeah.
So, they released that article. Of course, it blew up. So they released a follow-up article titled, "We Screwed Up with That Persona Lyric." Here's what the article states.
Made a fucky wucky.
Yesterday, we published an article about the inclusion of a Persona 5 song in the latest Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC. Several readers had contacted us about a lyric that appeared to be a disability slur, and on listening to the section in question, this appeared plausible. So already, right off the bat in this quote-unquote apology article, they're contradicting themselves.
We're someone else's fault. It's important to know that, I'm... I'll let you finish, and I can give you my thoughts after this.
Yeah, please let me finish for the love of God.
Sorry, my apologies.
So right off the bat, in this quote-unquote apology article, they're contradicting themselves. Because in their original article, they said, one of these tracks caught our attention for all the wrong reasons, implying that they themselves caught this and decided to write an article about it. But then in this follow-up, they claim that several readers had contacted them beforehand about it. So already off to a rocky start. But let's continue. What was even more confusing is that this spoken word section was omitted from the official lyrics. We contacted Atlus and Nintendo for comment before publication, but we decided to publish the article before a response was received. So they basically admitted that they wrote this article completely on baseless accusations, and when they contacted the actual developers to get comment, they decided to push the article out before an official word had been released.
Yep.
So basically they're claiming that they fucked up horribly, but they didn't apologize about anything. Let's continue. Many of you have suggested alternate readings for the lyric from retort it to retardendo, or retard it, with retard in this context being a technical musical term. We asked Nintendo both for an official transcription of the lyric and for an explanation as to why this section of the song is omitted from the official lyric transcription. We checked with Atlus, who confirmed that the actual lyrics of the song do not include the word retarded. Frustratingly, this does not clear up the confusion over what the singer is actually saying. So they all... Right then and there, they're like, Atlus contacted us back. They said, no, retarded is nowhere to be found in the lyrics. And they're still going on with this bullshit. They're like, but we still don't know what she says. So we're not completely wrong here. It's so stupid. So basically, this entire article is just a waste of time. They admitted that they published this article without any concrete evidence, and that this entire thing was just grasping at straws for clickbait purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Spencer, go
now
first.
You can start. The floor is open.
Spencer, defend games. Defend their honor.
Oh, I won't, because some games fucking suck. But let's just assume, okay, on the 0.001% chance that the actual lyric spoken was retarded.
It's zero.
That makes no lyrical sense to begin with.
Yeah, it makes no sense in the context of the game. It makes no sense whatsoever.
Let's party. Let's get retarded. What? Kotaku? What? You what?
Maybe they were not really into the Black Eyed Peas. Okay.
That's not a lyric. That doesn't work. Okay. At no point in my 21, almost 22 years of life have I ever went up to Shane and go, hey, dude, let's party. Get retarded.
Let's get retarded tonight. No.
What the fuck does that mean?
What does that mean? That does not...
What does it mean? That's not a saying.
That's not a sentence. That's not a statement. That doesn't make any contextual sense.
Also, people have pointed out, and I semi-agree with them, that's also, really kind of fucking racist.
It is kind of racist, because, okay, I'm gonna interrupt.
I don't understand what the Japanese singer's saying, because she doesn't say the English right.
I'm going to interrupt briefly to discuss that. After they posted the original article, a ton of people came out of the woodworks and said, yo, Kotaku, you're kind of racist. Because the vocalist in Persona 5 is not a native English speaker, so this entire article is just making fun of the fact that she can't pronounce English words properly. And honestly, I kind of am on that side a little bit, because even though that wasn't clearly the focus of the article, the focus of the article was nothing. Yeah, it's kind of racist.
The focus of the article was, how can we get people to click on our website?
Like, it would have taken you like 5 seconds to Google Persona 5 and realize, oh, it's a Japanese game with a Japanese singer. Maybe their pronunciation isn't entirely perfect. Like, anyway, continue.
Okay.
I will retort later.
So just that part. Kotaku hasn't been relevant in like years.
They were relevant not too long ago. Jason Schreier had that really good.
Yeah, the only good thing about Kotaku and any of its branches is Jason Schreier. That's basically it.
He is obscenely good. He should honestly go to Waypoint. But that's not the point.
But just like, so this was obviously a fucking, hey, let's try to get money. Let's try to get some easy clicks right now. Let's try to get
cash.
Exactly. So they listened to not even 2 minutes of the opening to Persona 5 and then went, hey, do you hear retarded? Because I totally hear retarded. And they're like, okay, I'm going to go email Nintendo and Atlas and ask if the word retarded is in this song. And then he looks at his English pal who's sipping his fourth cup of tea, shaking violently, and he goes, oh, dude, I've already posted it. He already out.
Oh, I made a jolly mistake.
So,
I seem
to have made a mistake.
Yeah, there are a couple more. Thank you for that. There are a couple more details about the story that came out afterwards. Apparently, the writer of the original article came out and said that she didn't want to write it, but Kotaku forced her to. She basically came out and said, yeah, I wanted to make sure we had all our bases covered and we had actual reliable information to go off of before we published this, but the higher-ups at Kotaku UK were like, nah, we don't need that shit, just publish it anyway. So, hey, gaming journalism is kind of in the gutter. Who would have fucking thought?
Have you read, like, any journalism these days? It's
journalism in general has gone down since the fucking 30s.
I mean, it's gone down pretty bad since online, but that's because the focus of journalism now isn't on reporting news, it's about getting clicks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thing now.
And it's sad that this is the world that we live in, okay?
There are still really good journal outlets. Like, I read Deadspin a lot. I read Splinter. I'll read Waypoint. Waypoint's good when they have a long piece.
And see, I very rarely read, like, review journalism.
You just don't read it all. That's the thing. You're pretty illiterate.
Excuse me? I'm going to shove you in a locker, nerd.
I want to see you try.
I think you just called him... You should have just called him the R word like Kotaku did, dude.
Yeah.
That was very funny.
But it's just sad. Like, this is the world that we live in.
It's just stupid. Like...
This is considered journalism. This is
considered a big fucking story. Like, this shit blew up. And it's like, why don't we focus on the things that, actually matter?
We focus on, gaming unionization and important things.
Yeah, I heard...
Things like why people keep getting fired from Activision even though they're making record profits. Things like why does EA... games. How did games get so bad? All those things are important to focus on.
Why is it that some companies can stand up to publishers and other companies can't? Vince Zampella has told EA multiple times to fuck off, and EA has fucked off.
I mean, if Vince Zampella made Modern Warfare 2, and that is the most.
He has the staying power to do that kind of shit. So,
if you make exactly one modern, what did he make? He made pretty much all of early Call of Duty. So when you have that, you're good to go.
Because he was Vince Zampella was there until Modern Warfare 2, and then he left Infinity Ward, or he was fired from Infinity Ward.
Well, I think a bunch of people. Yeah, I think he got fired, and a bunch of like people close to him left, and they went spun to
Respawn, and then they did Titanfall and all that.
And then
they were like, "Hey,
Titanfall 2.
EA, suck our fat cocks," or something like that.
Yeah, that's an actual quote. Actually, it's crazy. But like, and then you get the journalism about the whole what's happening at BioWare and how BioWare is imploding.
Yeah.
From the inside, and it's one of those weird things where it's like, yeah, EA has done some fucky shit, but BioWare's been on the downturn for like decades.
Yeah, ever since like Mass Effect 2, they've been like
I think Mass Effect
slowly but surely.
I say Mass Effect 3 was the repeat because I know the ending wasn't great, but the other 60, 70 hours you put into Mass Effect 3,
but it's like.
Or just insanely good.
But it's like, so how it works is like, people who like BioWare, like really like BioWare, they like a team at BioWare.
Yeah.
This thing, yeah, you don't like BioWare. You like BioWare Edmonton or BioWare Calgary or BioWare the French one or whatever the fuck they are.
But like, that's who you like. Like, you like a specific team of people. Like, I don't like parts of Capcom, but I like Capcom. So it's one of those weird things.
You know, the
like,
people who made Operation Raccoon City. We don't talk about those people.
Yeah, Reorg or
Persona
or Umbrella Corps.
Yeah, I forgot Umbrella Corps existed.
I didn't.
Well, maybe you should let go.
Probably should.
It's been like
anyway.
You have anything less stupid to talk about?
Well, Adam, how do you feel about that? Because
I think
Spencer
it
was
feels
just
like-
kind of rambling for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah,
So.
because it angers me. I
don't know
get
angry as Spencer, but I'm going to go faster though. I'll say this as a person who genuinely, I think that they do good stuff. Their Red Dead review is insanely good. There's been a lot of really good stuff they put out. So I'm not like a Kotaku hater. I'm not one of those people that whines about ethics in game journalism or something like that. It's like, oh no, I can't harass women or something like that. No, I genuinely like, elements of Kotaku. But this is a bad article, partially because they just rushed it out, it's obvious, and partially because it's like, that's all that matters now. It's just getting the clicks.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna become ultimate Marxist man, but like it is a sign of the decaying economic system that we live in, is that vast majority of like important newsrooms around, not even around America, around the world, are getting cut because they're getting bought up. Private equity corp is just coming in and like just them and slashing jobs away. And like actual important journalism is going to go by the wayside in favor of just this nonsense, this ridiculous.
In favor of this bullshit.
Yeah, like this clickbait garbage that just is designed to get clicks.
Yeah.
It's depressing because good journalism is one of like the central things keeping society in like, oh, it sounds ridiculous because like, oh, I'm talking about game journalism. Games journalism is fucking dumb. You're writing about video games. You really can't spin it that way. It's like, okay, at least sports, $1 billion industry. With games, it's like, oh, we're writing about games. It's like writing about Game of Thrones. But like, it's still important because these are still companies that do things. These are still people's livelihoods that you're messing with. And if there's no one to report on, workplace abuses or systems that, systems of, whatever the fuck was going on at BioWare, or really all that stuff, then no more accountability. Everything just becomes like getting mad. And it's not even getting mad at the right thing, just getting mad at nothing.
At something.
At something. But that something is nebulous. What is that something? Instead of actually like for someone, on behalf of someone, using that anger to push towards something, you're getting mad and you're feeling worse. And you keep getting mad and feeling worse because that's what this world is now. It's mad and we're feeling worse is because we're just so constantly exposed to everything because social media has ruined our lives.
Yeah. Human society is the perfect example of repeating the cycle of self-destruction.
We're absolutely fucked with the next 50 years.
Yeah.
We like there was before World War One, there was a theory that humanity was in another golden age, and then everyone was like terrified that after World War One, it'd be like, oh god, we're gonna go back to the medieval times, and then that didn't happen. And it's like, okay, now growth is exponential, progress is exponential, everything like that. Except now it's coming back. It's like, all right, climate change is going to fucking annihilate a significant portion of the world. Do. And instead of, actually taking mad about that, we're just getting mad online.
We're getting mad about absolutely nothing.
We're getting mad about the dumbest shit possible. Now, my rant's over. I'm sorry to bring you guys down. Let's not talk about climate change.
It's fine. Yeah, let's not talk about how the fact that our planet is basically dying.
Our impending doom at the hands of 7 people who really want oil money.
But yeah, this article is dumb, stupid bullshit that doesn't matter, and yeah, I don't have very complex thoughts about it. I just think it's stupid. My question, though, is...
We spent way too much time on this for how dumb it was.
My question, though, is... It's a completely rhetorical question. You don't have to answer it. My question is, how did this come to be? Like, what made them...
I just explained it. It's the inherent system of turning into, we need ad clicks. We need
but why? But why this specifically? Like, how did they manage to form this out of nothing? I want a detailed documentary about inside Kotaku UK the process of writing this article, because I just think it'd be funny.
The UK's fucking dumb. Jeremy Corbyn, please save us all. Just save the UK and then save the world with socialism.
Anyway, let's move on to actual news. So
stupid shit.
We got a couple of Xbox-centric stories to talk about, because Xbox just had their Inside Xbox event on Tuesday where they announced some stuff. The biggest announcement to come from that was the announcement of the previously rumored Xbox One S All-Digital Edition. Article from EGM, let's read it. Following numerous leaks and rumors, Microsoft has announced its discless Xbox One S All-Digital Edition. The all-digital Xbox One S gets rid of the Blu-ray drive in exchange for a $50 discount off the recommended retail price of an Xbox One S. The console launches on May 7th for $250 and comes with Minecraft, Forza Horizon 3, and Sea of Thieves. Owners will also gain access to a special Xbox Game Pass offer that gives the option to purchase 3 months of Xbox Game Pass for just $1. Available for pre-order today at $250 US. The Xbox One S All-Digital Edition is $50 less than the Xbox One S, and we expect to maintain at least that price difference between the two consoles going forward, Microsoft adds. So, it's finally happening. They're releasing all-digital consoles.
So here's my favorite part about this story, okay? It was originally called, I believe it was the Xbox One X standalone disc system.
Is it an S or an X?
It's an S.
Sorry,
okay,
yeah.
Sorry.
Standalone disc system. Xbox One S all digital system, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you shorten that, you get Xbone SAD.
Yeah, it's Xbone SAD.
It's Xbone SAD.
Well, they basically neutered it, so of course it would be sad.
The Xbone is sad because now you can't shove technology into its gullet.
You can't shove Blu-ray discs into its mouth.
You have to have reliable enough internet to have an all-digital fucking... But no, you can't buy games, JK. You need to get Game Pass.
Well, okay.
Or just buy it off the system. I'm sorry, I'm that guy.
He's that guy. He's not an Xbox fan.
No, not even if PlayStation or Nintendo do this, I'd do the same thing.
Oh, you're just not an all digital guy.
I hate anything that's all digital.
Yeah, me too. I'm right there with you. I'm all about the physical media. Adam though is a digital boy.
I am plugged into roughly every matrix in the world.
He's a digital scrub lord.
I plug my brain to the internet when the time comes.
Mm-hmm.
That's really it. I don't mind it at all. I'm not gonna buy it because I already have an Xbox One.
Yeah, same.
So what's the point?
Literally, my opinion about this is that I don't care. Like, cool for people who are all about like all digital stuff. It's there.
I mean, it's cheaper too, so it's not like you're paying $250 for an Xbox One.
However, there was major backlash about the price. Actually, like a lot of people were like,
for a console for $250.
Like a lot of people were like, a console without a disc drive for $250 is way too much of an asking price, and I'm like, it's $250, and you get Game Pass with it.
What the fuck is Steam?
You get 3 games bundled with it, and you get Game Pass, which has 200 other games that you can play. Like, $250 is actually a pretty decent price.
Yeah, that's a not bad deal. It's just people complaining because someone's got to complain about something.
Yeah. But Spencer, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, let's let the analog.
So we don't care, but Spencer does.
I don't care because I wasn't going to buy it anyways. It's an Xbox. It's my Microsoft console, and it's not like I hate Microsoft consoles. It's just I've never owned them. I've never owned an Xbox Microsoft console, nor do I feel the need to at this point. I've always been mostly PlayStation. Just recently got back into Nintendo, but like I don't like all digital systems. Mm-hmm. The only way that it works is if that all-digital system is free. Steam is free. You pay for the games, but you don't need to pay for Steam. Any launcher-type store, whether it be the shitty Epic Store or Origin or whatever, is free. Mm-hmm. You just need to buy the games. That's fine with me. A PC... Although mine has a CD drive, a lot of laptops nowadays don't have CD drives.
Mine doesn't.
Doesn't.
Yeah, mine does.
Brag about it.
All towers will have a CD drive, like that's normal. The big thing, though, is that you can do other things with it. An all-digital console does not work as intended. They've tried to do this before and failed miserably with the PSP Go.
Well, yeah, but the PSP was weird proprietary media formats anyway. So.
Yeah, it was like,
it was?
And it was blowing up with the 3DS. So
but it still was Sony's original attempt to do all digital.
Also, Sony's attempt to do mobile, so that's...
It was also weird. At a point, and I completely understand what you're saying, and I agree with you, but that was also at a point where the PSP was becoming irrelevant anyway, because it was right before the Vita came out, so... And then we know what happened with that. So.
Yeah. But, like, it just, for a game console to be all digital, it doesn't work as intended. Because I have to pay $250 for a box. And then with that $250, I get Game Pass, not forever.
No.
I might get it for like a couple of months to a year max. And then what do? Well, I have to spend another $80, if you want to do the full year, to get the ability to buy games online for my $250 brick. Like, what's next? This is a controllerless console.
Well, yeah, they already tried to do that with the Kinect, so... And that died horribly.
It died miserably because it doesn't work. If you're going for a console market, console players, at least a majority of them that play exclusive consoles, still like to have physical media. If the internet goes out, I can still pop in a disc.
Yeah.
But if I can't get onto my library because the power's out or I'm camping, what are you going to do? Like, some games are always online, and I don't like that either.
Yeah, I don't like that
But
either.
If the power's out, I can't play my Xbox or my PS4 because they're plugged into the wall, and they gotta have power to use them.
Well, yes, but you know what the fuck I mean.
Yeah, you mean?
If the internet's out. Or if you're camping. There's no Wi-Fi. I've always been a proponent for physical media. Buy games physically. Because this is what happens if you try to, or you have the fucking, what's it called, by the way? The Google thing.
Oh, fuck, I know what you're...
Stavia.
Whatever the fuck Google's doing now.
Yeah, whatever the fuck
Stavia.
Google's doing.
That's a terrible idea, okay?
Oh yeah, stream-based gaming is... Cloud-based gaming is gonna fall flat on its fucking face. It's never gonna work properly.
It is the worst idea because not only does it assume that everybody in the entire world has like fucking maximum fiber optic, like 4 gigabytes a second download speed.
They don't have, not everyone has 18 gigabytes a millisecond.
Yeah.
Up and down.
And it also assumes for some odd reason that everybody has like a server farm near them that they can take their data to. This is a bad idea for Google, and this is a bad idea for Xbox. However, there's going to be people that are going to buy this and eat this up because this is going to be like
this is going to be the kiddie console. This is the console that the parents are going to buy for their kids for like their birthday or Christmas. And it's like, oh, and you get Game Pass, so you have all these games to play. Go right ahead. And then kids are dumb enough to not understand that, once Game Pass runs out, you don't have any games left.
Uh-huh.
Wasn't expecting to get into such a heated discussion about this.
But there you go.
The debate hour with the 3 idiots.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on from that because there's some other Xbox stuff. Speaking of Game Pass, they also announced a new subscription of Game Pass at Inside Xbox called Game Pass Ultimate. Let's read the article. Microsoft officially announced Xbox Game Pass Ultimate during its latest episode of Inside Xbox. Game Pass Ultimate will offer an Xbox Live Gold membership and access to Game Pass for $15 a month. Microsoft will continue to offer Xbox Live Gold and Game Pass as separate subscriptions, and members with multiple months left on their subscription can put the remaining balance towards an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription if they wish to upgrade. Starting today, when the article was posted, which was like a week ago, a limited number of Xbox insiders will be invited to test the new subscription service ahead of its launch in all current Xbox Game Pass markets later this year. So I'm one of the people who actually really likes Game Pass. And of course, if you want to play online, Gold is essential. So the fact that they're morphing these two into one subscription for a pretty decent price, all things considered, that gets me excited. But Adam, what do you feel about this, seeing as how you're the fellow Xbox guy?
I don't really play online, but I don't really use Game Pass either, but from what I've heard, if they meld it into one, I'll probably swap over and just get Game Pass anyways because I kind of need Xbox Live just in case new Halo comes out and it's going to want to play online. But how much is it worth again? I completely zoned out.
It's $15 a month for both Gold and Game Pass.
Oh my, that's insanely good, dude.
Yeah, because both of them separately are like $10-11 a month. So
exactly. So we've just combined the two. I was like, oh, I got Xbox Live and I got Game Pass.
So you get all these games plus online services plus free games every month with games with Gold.
Exactly.
Like,
and then you have games with Gold and Game Pass aren't the same thing, right?
No. Okay. Game Pass is like Netflix for games, and it's not like cloud streaming or anything.
I know what it is.
It's just you get access to a big library of games that you can download and play off your system. Games with Gold is where Microsoft will release like 4 games every month that you can just download for free if you have Gold.
Games and you can just download them.
Yeah,
that's how I got Metal Gear 5, or not Metal Gear 5, but Ground Zeroes for that. I just waited till it was free.
So this is a pretty good deal, considering the price point. Spencer, do you have anything to contribute to this?
I think Netflix for games could work, but I also don't. But I also think we need to have like infinitely better like national internet.
You just want to bring back Redbox, don't you?
I liked Redbox. I still like Blockbuster. Okay.
Like the one Blockbuster left that's in Oregon.
I thought it was in Alaska.
I think that one Alaska shows. I think it's in Oregon now.
Oh wow, that's kind of sad.
I'm sure
but
Blockbuster
no, I'm a proponent for physical media. I buy video games. I buy CDs and vinyl. I buy books. I want a physical thing in my hand.
I understand that, and
that only works for me because you're reading a book. I don't like Kindles because you're not reading a book. But with like a game, it doesn't matter what you do because it's just the way you set it up. Like, oh, I'm pushing the game in, but either way, you're playing it on a controller, whether it's analog or digital.
But with physical games and physical media, you can set them up. You have like a shelf that's just cases, and jewel cases are really nice to look at.
And plus, if with all digital games, if servers go down, you're kind of fucked, which has happened several times in the past, where games were digital only, and because licenses expired, they just disappeared. And I completely understand where Spencer's coming from, and I'm with him. I'm a mainly physical guy.
Well, the prime example is on Steam. There's like, you can no longer play Alan Wake. It's gone. If you do not own a physical copy of Alan Wake, you cannot play it anymore.
I'm pretty sure like a lot of the Marvel games are gone too.
The Marvel games, Jet Set Radio.
Oh shit! I still have Jet Set Radio.
Me too. And it's these games, when their licensing runs out or the servers go down, they're gone. But with a physical copy, I can walk over to my shelf, open up the jewel case, and pop it in and play it anytime I want. And that's something that's very important to me. You want
to know where I keep my games? All the 100 of them that I have for my Xbox and Xbox 360? I keep them under my couch because I don't need them anymore. I don't know what to do with them. They just take up space. I don't need them. Have them anymore. And like if the options are, oh, I'm taking up more space I don't have, or oh, I get to put it on my hard drive and I can undownload it if I want to, then yeah, I'll take the second option because it's infinitely easier for me in real life because I don't have to take care of a case. I have a bookshelf. I have too many books on my bookshelf. I don't need too many games on my game shelf.
No, so you both have very valid arguments, and you're both right. When it comes to my perspective, I'm a little bit of both. I'm primarily physical, because I agree with Spencer, once the servers go down and digital games just start disappearing.
The argument completely makes sense to me.
Yeah, I understand that, and I agree with that. That's why I buy most of my games physically. However, Game Pass is this weird exception to the rule for me, because with Game Pass, it's just games. Like, I can just go on and look at what they have, and if I find something interesting, I can just download it, play it. I don't have to keep it, but I can if I want to, and I find that really intriguing, especially with the fact that all of the main Xbox exclusives are day one on Game Pass now. So I'm going to be playing Halo Infinite day one when it comes out. Like, that's exciting for me, which is why I really do like Game Pass. But I agree, going all digital is still not the way to go. Not at least not right now. But again, Game Pass is this weird exception to the rule for me because I do really like it.
They're calling it Netflix for games, right? That's basically
it's basically what it is, and it's not streaming either, like PS Now, which is just fucking terrible. Like, you download the games and play them. You don't have to stream them over the internet and then have them in horrible quality with like 5-second input delay. There's none of that bullshit.
Damn, I'm playing Halo 3 at 360p on my 70-inch TV. It's garbage.
But let's move on from that. We have one more Xbox-related story to cover. The date and time of Microsoft's Xbox E3 briefing has been revealed. Let's read the article. Microsoft has announced that its Xbox E3 briefing will take place on Sunday, June 9th at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's unknown what the platform holder will announce during the show, but it's likely that we will see more Gears 5 and maybe even a little more about their next console. As usual, the conference will be streamed live via YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, Twitter, and Facebook. Microsoft also revealed that it will be hosting a special episode of Inside Xbox the following day on June 10th that will feature exclusive announcements, game demos, interviews, giveaways, and more. So yeah, we know exactly when the first major press conference is happening. Of course, it's happening before E3 even starts because that's the trend that's been going on the last few years. Not really much to talk about here. I just thought it would be, since we were talking about Xbox to begin with, I just thought I would throw this in there because Xbox had the best conference last year. So if they can keep that streak up this year,
there's not much opposition this year. Sony isn't there.
Well, Sony isn't there. EA isn't on the show floor. They're doing their own event beforehand.
Always. Yep, always.
So the biggest things they have to compete with are Bethesda, Ubisoft, and Nintendo.
Which Bethesda's not.
Bethesda ain't doing great.
Okay,
the only thing Bethesda has to offer is the Wolfenstein Youngblood thing.
No,
Star whatever it is, or whatever it is.
Do you know what Bethesda had? The only thing Bethesda had their conference last year.
They had Andrew WK.
Andrew WK. That was it. That was all they had.
And no one cared because no one.
They had a digital JPEG of Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah. No one cared about Andrew WK because no one in that audience knew who Andrew WK was.
Yeah.
So he just comes out and starts fucking screaming and everything's going crazy and they're just like, what?
Get Andrew WK to play at your super business conference. That's just weird.
Yeah.
But that's all they had was Andrew WK. And I like Rage. I've always liked Rage.
And Rage 2 looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, it looks awesome. But that's all you got. What? You have Prey DLC?
Cool.
Congrats. I think
they did announce Doom Eternal. I'll give them that.
Yeah,
I was fucking hyped for that.
I forgot about that. That looks cool as hell.
They did announce Doom Eternal.
They obviously did the 76 thing. Who cares? They announced the mobile Elder Scrolls game. I think Elder Scrolls Blades.
Blades that everyone hates apparently.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls Blades. Yep.
They announced Starfield, which is basically Skyrim in space, and then they announced Elder Scrolls 6, which was, again, as Adam said, a JPEG of Elder Scrolls 6.
Would you call Starfield Skyrim with guns?
It's Skyrim in space, Adam.
Yeah.
Do you know what is good, though?
What?
What looks really, really good? The Outer Worlds.
Oh, yeah.
That's Obsidian's thing, though, so...
Yeah.
And Obsidian is just a better Bethesda.
Yeah,
absolutely. Bethesda cannot make they can make games, but they can't really make stories all that well.
We're talking the original creators of Fallout, and
we know who Obsidian are. They're the remnants of
Fallout game, by the way.
They were Playtech or something like that. I can't remember the names, but
anyway. So yeah, I thought I would throw that in there just because we were talking about Xbox. June 9th, 1 p.m. 4 p.m. our time. I'm interested to see what Microsoft has to announce because reportedly they have double the amount of games to show from last year.
Damn, and that was that'll put them at 53, 54
They had 50 games to show last year, so double that. They got 100 games to show this year. If that's true, this conference is gonna fucking go off the rails. But let's move on.
Major Nelson just coming and just flex on everyone.
Yeah, Phil Spencer's going to change his shirt 7 times. It's going to be great.
He comes out with Hulk Hogan muscles, yeah, this is from flexing.
He's going to drag out the president of Sony and leg drop him on stage.
Fucking, what was his name? God. Sean Layden.
Yeah, Sean Layden. Just drag him out on stage and give him the Hogan leg drop.
Give him the big boot, the leg drops. You're going to call him a racial slur because that's what Hulk Hogan does.
Yeah, that's what Hulk Hogan does.
Let's move on. This story was more for me than anything because I am a big fan of Super Meat Boy, the indie game that was released back in 2010. It was one of the games that got me into indie games. We've known for a while that the sequel, Super Meat Boy Forever, has been being worked on. Unfortunately, it has been delayed. So, let's read the article. Team Meat has pushed back the release of Super Meat Boy Forever. In a tweet, the developer revealed that the game will now arrive after, but not too far after, April 2019 to avoid burning out their staff. An official release date will be shared with the game's next trailer. Quote, "We've been knocking out the last bits of Super Meat Boy Forever at record speeds while keeping a healthy and sustainable pace," the developer wrote. "We are going to keep that pace, which means we will not hit our April 2019 release. Sorry about that. We could have sacrificed our minds, bodies, and social lives to make April 2019, but that's stupid. Team Meat isn't some studio owned by an evil asshat corporation that has say over what we do and how we do it. We are fortunate enough to have control over how we work, and we choose not to run ourselves into the ground. Super Meat Boy Forever will release on Xbox One, PS4, PC, and Nintendo Switch. Good for them. Specifically, when they say evil asshat corporation, capital E, capital A. There you go. Yeah, good for those guys. I've had nothing but respect for Team Meat since I watched Indie Game the Movie, which is a really good documentary about the process behind making indie games. You should watch it if you can.
Isn't that deal with like Phil Fish?
Yeah, that was the one with Phil Fish.
Phil Fish and
Jonathan Blow.
Jonathan Blow.
Really good documentary. Watch it if you haven't. Super Meat Boy was one of the first games that really got me into indie games. It's still one of my favorite games. It's not my top 10, but it's pretty damn close. And I've played it several times over the years. So the fact that we're finally getting a sequel excites me to no end. But if they want to take a little more time to finish it, go right ahead. Take all the time you need. It's been, 9 years since Meat Boy came out? Just take all the fucking time you need. I literally don't care.
Rush. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I literally don't care when this game comes out because I've already been waiting 10 years for it. So, what do you guys think about this if you're interested?
I like Super Meat Boy, and I also like the company, the team that behind it. So if they need to be that guy, that's honestly it. Like,
yeah, it's not a super in-depth story or anything. Just, hey, Meat Boy Forever isn't coming out in April. Just putting that out there.
We're not going to kill ourselves to get this game out, which is like, yeah, that's...
Which is a great mentality for game development. Like, do that.
You need that.
Anyway.
When you have this endless burnout like you do in big companies, you lose so many prospective developers.
Yeah.
So
it's good to see that they're taking care of themselves. Let's move on, though. This is more so for Spencer than anyone, because Spencer is a big fan of this franchise. Let's talk about Castlevania.
Yes.
So, we've known for a while that Konami is going to be releasing a Castlevania Anniversary Collection with a lineup of different Castlevania games. The full lineup and release date have been revealed, so let's read the article. Konami has confirmed that the previously announced Castlevania Anniversary Collection will be available on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC, and Nintendo Switch, releasing on May 16th, 2019, the day after your birthday.
Day after my birthday.
Back when the collection was first announced, Konami revealed that Castlevania 1, Castlevania 2, Belmont's Revenge, not Simon's Quest, Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, and Super Castlevania 4 will be part of the collection, but left the final 4 games a mystery. Today, the final 4 games in that collection have been revealed, so here is the full lineup. Castlevania 1, Castlevania 2, Belmont's Revenge, Castlevania 3, Dracula's Quest,
Dracula's Curse,
Super Castlevania 4,
yes,
Castlevania Bloodlines,
yes,
Kid Dracula,
okay,
Castlevania The Adventure.
Those two are weird ones, but okay.
And Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest.
Wow.
No Symphony of the Night.
Classic. No, this is classic.
This is super classic. No Symphony of the Night.
Pre-Symphony.
Yeah, this is pre-Symphony. So, no Symphony of the Night. No, none of the 3D games.
Yeah, so if they do like what they did with Mega Man, like the Legends Collection 2,
yeah,
it'll probably be Symphony, Rondo, Mirror.
Maybe Dracula X.
Dracula X. If they put Lament of Innocence, that would be really impressive, but it won't.
I could imagine a second anniversary collection where they put like all the GBA and DS games on there and like remaster them. That would be interesting.
I would be really upset if it's just like Mirror of Fate and like like Lament, and so that, and then there's no Symphony, but they put in fucking Castlevania 64.
Yeah, that would be. I didn't want to say Castlevania 64.
I would be so upset, like genuinely pissed off.
Yeah. But this is cool. I might pick this up at some point because I'm a big Castlevania fan. Spencer's a big Castlevania fan. Adam, do you play Castlevania at all?
I have no idea what Castlevania is.
All right, that's fine.
That's okay.
I've never played a Castlevania game in my life, honestly.
That's fine.
I'm not really like a fan of 2D platformers. The only one I've like played.
Okay, fair enough.
Mario, but like Mario is Mario. You don't play Mario, you're like a
fucking pleb. So yeah, that got announced. Not huge news. Super niche actually, but Spencer and I are big Castlevania fans, so I thought I'd throw this in there for us. Let's move on. So there was a rumor not too long ago about a listing for Octopath Traveler coming to PC. Yes. It has been officially confirmed by Square Enix that Octopath Traveler is coming to PC. So let's read the article. Square Enix has confirmed in a since-removed blog post via Gematsu that Octopath Traveler will be coming to PC on June 7th, 2019. Rumors of a PC release first surfaced earlier this month when a rating for the game appeared on the website of Korea's Game Rating and Administration Committee. According to the blog post, the game will be available to purchase from Steam and the Square Enix store. Sadly, there was no information about changes to the PC release, such as support for higher resolutions and frame rates. Octopath Traveler was originally released last year for Nintendo Switch and let players take control of 8 unique heroes, each with their own skill set, motivations, and storylines. So this is a weird story, because for the longest time we thought that Octopath was going to be a Nintendo exclusive, and now it's just coming to PC. So that kind of changes everything. Like I said in the article, there was no... they didn't go into detail about whether or not this port will have any significant changes. I assume it's just going to be a standard port.
Probably just a port.
Yeah. But that's exciting. I think Josh wanted to play this, but he has a Switch now anyway, so who cares?
Yeah. But, like, it's a good game. It's a good JRPG, honestly.
It's a good game. More people get to play it. Honestly, that's exciting enough.
Awesome.
Let's move on to the anime bullshit real quick.
Oh, no.
So, let's talk about Jump Force, because we haven't talked about Jump Force in a while.
Because I don't want to talk about Jump Force.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about Jump Force. But there's Jump Force news, and pretty big news on top of that. It was revealed late last week that All Might would be joining the Jump Force roster. And since then, Bandai Namco has just decided, hey, let's just reveal the rest of the DLC characters. So the entire list is out.
Wow. Good job, Namco.
Yeah. So let's read this. Bandai Namco has revealed all of the DLC characters for Jump Force. So the full list of 9 characters includes Seto Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yes.
All Might from My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
Biscuit Kruger from Hunter x Hunter.
I don't know who that is, but okay.
I'm eternally mad inside.
Wait a second. Is Biscuit the fucking girl?
The fucking 50-year-old lolly, yes.
Yeah, okay. Why?
I don't know. Let me continue.
Greed Island? Really?
Yeah. Majin Buu from Dragon Ball Z. Again, why? There's so many Dragon Ball characters. Like... Whatever. Madara Uchiha from Naruto. Trafalgar D. Law from One Piece. Okay.
Okay. I like Law.
Hitsuya Toshiro from Bleach. Grimjow Jaeger Jacques from Bleach.
Yeah.
And Katsuki Bakugo from My Hero Academia.
What a shit list.
Yeah, right?
Shit list.
Fuck. So this basically confirms that all of the leaks were in fact true, because this is the exact same list that came from the leak. God, what a shit list. Like,
this list sucks.
This list fucking sucks.
This list blows.
Like, you didn't think to maybe branch out into different series that hadn't been represented yet?
Like, fuck. I'm just gonna very quickly
You
like,
have
you keep
6
talking.
Dragon Ball characters. You have 6 One Piece characters. You have like 4 or 5 Naruto characters. There was only like 3 Bleach characters, so okay, that's fine. But only 2 characters from My Hero, when the only main roster representation was Deku. There were 4 Hunter x Hunter characters, which I'm very happy about. But the fact that you go for fucking Bisky over someone like Meruem or Netero or any of these other characters that would be a way better fit for this game, like, that's just fucking dumb. Boo doesn't have to be in this fucking game. Again, enough Dragon Ball, enough Naruto.
Okay,
like,
let's just assume that we're doing well, obviously it has to be from Shonen Jump. Okay,
mm-hmm.
You have 1 Black Clover character.
Yeah.
Or 2. So wait, no, is Yami there?
No, Yami isn't there. Asta's the only
just
one.
Asta. Okay, you have 1 Black Clover character.
You could have at least put Yuno in there.
Could have at least put Yuno. You have so many characters now. You have 1 Black Clover character. You have 1 City Hunter character. You have 2 Saint Seiya characters.
Yeah.
Like, you could put more Saint Seiya. We're fine with that. You have 2 or 3 Yu Yu Hakusho characters.
Yeah.
Like, you have fucking Bo. Put him in. Fist of the Nose Hair. That anime and manga is great.
Yeah.
You have Letter B. Nothing from Letter B. Like, you have so many. You have Dr. Stone.
I was just gonna say, you have so many franchises, and if you didn't want to take from the older ones, what about the newer ones? Like Dr. Stone, Demon Slayer.
I'm pretty sure Fire Force is Shonen Jump.
I'm not entirely sure about that.
I'll check that, but
yeah. But no, you put fucking Senku in there from Dr. Stone. Put fucking Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. Like,
yeah.
You have all of these new franchises that you could be pulling from. That would make a lot more sense than fucking Bisky. Like, oi. That's the thing that gets me the most.
Again, you were talking about anime, I completely zoned out.
That's fine, don't worry about it.
Dude, I'm so upset. Shonen Jump has so many good series, and they go right back to putting another Dragon Ball character, another Naruto character, well, there's only like 4 Hunter x Hunter characters, and those were like the main ones. But there's so many other great people and things you can do.
It's a stretch, but you could have put fucking Jing in there, because Jing's abilities are actually really cool. Do you know what Jing does?
Is it a?
It's not really a spoiler.
Well, no. Is it from Hunter x Hunter?
Hunter x Hunter, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What does he do?
No, his Nen powers is that he steals other Nen powers.
See, that's really cool.
Like, imagine a character that could copy other characters' abilities and use them against them.
Yeah. Hey, also, you have fucking... I'm just doing, like, the 2000s to now. You have JoJo.
Yeah. JoJo... there's 2 JoJo characters in there.
You have
Where's
Black
Joseph?
Cat.
You could put Josuke in there. Like,
you have Black Cat. You have fucking...
Where's Shaman King? Where's Hitman Reborn? Like...
Death Note isn't even playable. Gintama...
Yeah, there's no... I thought for sure they were going to put Kintoki in there.
Yeah. Fucking Hitman Reborn, D. Greyman, fucking... not Too Love Roof. Blue Dragon, like...
Is Blue Exorcist Shonen Jump?
No.
Okay.
I don't believe so.
All right.
Sket Dance, like Siren, fucking Toriko, Bakuran, like... You have so many things you can put in there. Instead of going to the same fourth... I don't give a shit. Put a Haikyuu character in there.
Yeah, just put fucking Hinata in there, and he just throws a fucking volleyball.
Psyche. Put Psyche in there. Put fucking Koro Sensei from Ass Class.
Yeah, what the fuck? Where's Ass Class? Like...
Put fucking... My Hero. Black Clover. You have so many things. Demon Slayer... fuck it, I don't give a shit. Give Emma an AR-15.
Just give Emma a gun and put her in the game.
Give her the Yopper, see what happens.
Like, you have so many series. You've been making manga since the fucking 80s. And you can't think of any other people to put in there. I don't give a shit. Detective Conan. Fuck it. Who cares?
Just put him on a skateboard. Yeah, it's just ridiculous how this game has 40-something characters in it, most of them being from the same 3 franchises, and they didn't even bother being creative with the DLC. They're just like, yeah, let's just take from the already 3 primarily dominating franchises in this game. Let's not go, outside the box and come up with, interesting, creative character choices. Nah, Dragon Ball, Naruto, One Piece, there you go. It's fucking stupid, and that list sucks. Normal people wouldn't care about this. And honestly, I don't think we really care because we don't care about Jump Force. But I just saw that list, and I was like, nah, we gotta talk about this shit.
I care enough about it for you to talk about it for 15 minutes.
It's been 5, Adam. Okay?
I fell asleep when you were talking about it. You were rambling off anime character names, and I'm like, okay. Well, I recognize Bakugo, and that's it.
You didn't recognize All Might?
I did, but that's a given.
Well, anyway. Well, yeah, that's it. List sucks, and it's stupid.
I guess that was in there somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, list sucks and it's stupid. Let's move on. We got a couple more news stories. We're starting to wind down. Let's talk about The Walking Dead, because we haven't talked about The Walking Dead in a while.
Yeah.
Ever since Telltale went bankrupt and fired its entire staff. But as we know, Skybound Games salvaged the final season. It is almost over. And now they have announced The Walking Dead, the Telltale Definitive Series. So, let's read the article. Following the conclusion of The Walking Dead, the final season, Skybound Games has announced a new collection that includes all 4 seasons of the game and The Walking Dead Michonne spin-off. The collection is scheduled to launch in September and includes all 23 episodes with graphical improvements and gameplay improvements. Behind-the-scenes bonus features, over 10 hours of developer commentary, and a return of the Walking Dead documentary short. That seems, that sounds fine. Bundle the entire series together into one package. That's okay. It's when they get into the different bundles where it starts to get a little questionable. So 3 collector's packs are available to pre-order now from Skybound's website that include a number of physical bonus items. First up is the Protector Pack for $100, which includes an Erickson School for Troubled Youth t-shirt, Clementine and Lee enamel pins, a Kenny hat, Clementine nesting dolls, and a Disco Broccoli plush. Next is the Guardian Pack for $250, which don't worry, it gets worse. Okay. Which features everything found in the Protector Pack, plus a box with gold stamped signatures from the Still Not Bitten team, a 10-inch Clementine and Lee diorama, and an 18 by 24-inch art print from comic book artist Eric Zawadzki. The final collector's pack is the $350 signature pack, which was limited to just 100 copies and has already sold out. This pack includes everything in the other 2 packs, plus a signed art print from members of the Still Not Bitten team, voice actors, and the Walking Dead creator Robert Kirkman. The remaining 2 editions will be available to pre-order until May 31st, 2009 for Xbox One, PS4, and PC. What the hell's going on? What the fuck is this?
There's an infinite number of things wrong with that. With those series of sentences.
If you decided to just announce, hey, we're gonna take the entire series, all 4 seasons, and just bundle it together, that's perfectly fine. I would assume they would have done that to begin with. That's perfectly fine. It's when you get into all of these extra editions that are ridiculous amounts of money where things start to get a little questionable. Because not even 6 months ago, this series and its developer was fucking dying. So, where the hell did this come from? I'm so confused. Again, if you just announced the bundle with nothing else, it would have been perfectly fine. But hey, spend $100 and you get all this shit. But spend $250 and you get a statue. Spend $350 and you get all these signatures. It's like, wasn't this franchise dying back in like October?
Oh,
like,
it's dead.
Like
AD dead.
Like Telltale Games is out of business. All of their employees have been fired. Like, and you decide in your infinite wisdom to do this shit when the brand's name has already been tarnished. Like, this is just like the prime example of a out of left field announcement. It's like, why and how? Spencer, how do you feel about this?
Man, I don't give a shit. I was not a fan. I was actually very outspoken about my dislike for Telltale. They only made like 2 good games. They made
which were
Tales. They made Tales. They made Tales from the Borderland.
I will agree with you there. Tales from the Borderlands is fucking dope.
And then they made the first season of The Walking Dead.
Again, dope.
And second season of The Walking Dead fucking sucked. Wolf Among Us was all right.
I actually really liked Wolf Among Us, but
I enjoyed
season 2's never happening.
I enjoyed it, but season 2's never happening, so that's why I don't count it. Everything else is either forgettable or I genuinely don't remember what they did.
Yeah, they went downhill pretty quick.
They did a Game of Thrones.
They did Game of Thrones, which no one talks about because it was apparently crap.
They did Game of Thrones. Oh, they did a Batman, which was alright, actually.
They did Batman, which a lot of people like the 2 Batman seasons they did. They did the Guardians series, which only had 1 season and no one talks about anymore.
Nobody talks about it. But
Minecraft story mode.
Oh, I forgot about fucking... They got Patton Oswalt to do the main voice.
Fucking no. Like,
by the way, you can actually play all of that on Netflix.
Yeah, there's an interactive series on Netflix for fucking Minecraft story mode.
That just takes out all like the combat and like QTEs, and it's just a movie.
It's so stupid.
This, I also was very outspoken about how Telltale made the same game every single time. Telltale art looks nice, but you know what looked even nicer? Borderlands 2 when it did it the first time.
Yeah.
I don't care about Telltale, and spending an extra $150 for a statue.
It's the thing. It's the thing. The thing that gets me.
That, but like, I want to criticize someone spending $150 for a statue, but I bought like the most exclusive Halo Reach thing, and it came with a statue, so I really can't criticize someone for that. If you're spending $350 on a game, though, I can criticize you because you gotta like.
Yeah. The thing that got me was between the $250 one and the $350 one. The only thing that separates those two is that it's autographed. Extra $100, please. Like, no thanks. It's already sold out anyway, so 100 fucking chumps already bought it. It's just stupid. Adam, how do you feel about this situation? Go on. Did it happen?
Adam?
I zoned out again. What's going on?
Adam, I asked you a question, you piece of shit. I thought my Discord died. I thought my Discord finally died because no one was responding.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I didn't hear it. What was the question?
How do you feel about this situation?
I don't give a shit. I really don't care.
Okay.
I've never played a Telltale game that, like, I played part of Game of Thrones and I played part of Tales from Borderlands, and then I never played another one again. This does, like, not concern me in the slightest.
Yeah, okay. I also don't really care, because even though I liked Telltale games more than most people, I'll agree, since Season 2 of Walking Dead, they were slowly but surely declining hard. The last really good Telltale game I played was Tales from the Borderlands, and that's because it was Borderlands, and I love Borderlands. So,
yeah, me too.
That's the thing. It's all based on the source material.
Yeah.
So if the source material is good, then it's good. But if it's not, then, you know.
And then the one time they decided to make an original game, no one cared.
Nobody gave a shit.
So, I mean, Telltale's dead, so who cares?
Like, what even was their original game?
I don't remember. That's the thing.
Didn't they do Jurassic Park?
Yeah, that was their first one, I think, was the Jurassic Park game.
Yeah.
And then they did Back to the Future. And then they did the first season of Walking Dead, and that's what, like, catapulted them to superstardom. And then ever since then, it was just a slow but steady decline until, you know, they went out of business and fucked over all their employees. So yeah, I really don't care. It was just the fact that they're releasing all of these super expensive limited editions on top of this that just made me go, excuse me, what? Again, if it was just the full series bundle on its own, perfectly fine. That's perfectly acceptable. If you make people spend $350 for all of this extra bullshit on top of that, when this series has been tarnished due to the fact that its developer went out of business, like...
Yeah, no.
All right.
Also, Shane, they never made a single...
Did they not? Did I hallucinate that?
So, their first game they ever made, that they ever developed, was Telltale's Texas Hold'em. And then...
Okay.
Do you remember the Bone comics?
Yeah.
Well, they made video games for Bone, and also CSI.
Oh my fuck.
And also Sam & Max. And then Strong Bad's cool game for attractive people.
Okay, I'll give them that, because Strong Bad is fucking awesome.
And then Wallace and Gromit's Grand Adventure, then Tales of Monkey Island, CSI, Sam & Max, Nelson Tether's Puzzle Agent.
What?
CSI, Poker Night at the Inventory, Back to the Future was their first one. Puzzle Agent 2, Jurassic Park, Law and Order, Walking Dead, Poker Night 2, The Wolf Among Us, Walking Dead, Tales from the Borderland, Game of Thrones, Minecraft, Walking Dead, Batman, Walking Dead, Guardians, Minecraft, Batman, Walking Dead, Walking Dead. And the last three were canceled, which was Wolf Among Us, Game of Thrones, and Stranger Things. They never made a single unique IP.
I thought at one point they announced they were going to do a completely original IP, and that just never came to be. I guess I fucking hallucinated that then.
Yep. Yeah, they never made a single unique game.
Yeah, alright. I just...
wow. Awesome.
I just thought that story was interesting because of the fact that they want people to spend gratuitous amounts of money, which people did. So, I guess I'm doing something wrong.
But, like, that's all I have to say is, yeah, great.
Yeah,
fantastic.
cool.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I don't care anymore. Let's move on to our final news story. We're just about ready to wrap up, boys. I saved the biggest story, arguably, for last. So we've been hearing things on and off about Sony and Microsoft's new consoles for a while now.
Yes.
Over the past week, Sony just came out and just told us, hey, PS5 is coming, and here's all the details. So let's read this article, because holy shit, this came out of nowhere. Lead system architect Mark Cerny has shared the first details about Sony's next-generation console in a recent interview with Wired. To get one thing out of the way first, Sony confirmed to Wired that the next-generation console, which doesn't have an official name yet, will not be released in 2019. On to the console's features. According to Cerny, the next-generation console contains a CPU that is based on AMD's third generation of Ryzen chips, and a GPU based on Radeon's Navi family that will support ray tracing technology and resolutions up to 8K. The CPU also includes support for 3D audio that will offer players a dramatically different audio experience compared to PlayStation 4. Another area that is getting a big upgrade is the hard drive. The next generation PlayStation will be equipped with a solid-state drive that will drastically decrease loading times and improve asset streaming in games. To demonstrate the SSD's power, Cerny loaded up Marvel's Spider-Man onto a PlayStation 4 Pro and used the fast travel feature, which took around 15 seconds to load. He then repeated the same process on a next-gen development kit that cut the loading time to less than a second.
Holy shit.
Like, fuck. In terms of games, the console will use physical media and will be backward compatible with all PlayStation 4 games. In addition, as with the previous generation, upcoming games will be released for both PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, with reportedly Hideo Kojima's Death Stranding being one of those games, but nothing was officially confirmed. A release date has not been announced. Huh? What?
Okay, so while the Xbox is becoming sad, the PlayStation is becoming fast.
Like, just slap a fucking Sonic sticker on this thing. Gotta go fast, am I right?
Gotta go fast. Okay, what if we cut the loading times by like over 500%?
Yeah, what if we take a game that usually takes 15 seconds to load and, make it load in like a couple milliseconds?
You know what the last game to load that fast that I ever played was? GTA Vice City.
Huh.
Vice City's loading times are fucking like that. Like, they're quick as shit.
That game's also over 15 years old,
and
it's for the PlayStation 2.
Yes, it's also a good game. Like,
yes.
It's the best GTA. Fight me.
A lot of people disagree, but that's not what we're talking
of course.
about. What the fuck happened in the last week? Like there were rumors and mumblings about this thing for a long ass time. I remember hearing a rumor a while ago that Sony was trying to get this thing backwards compatible with their entire series history, all the way back to the PS1.
Yeah, which is ridiculous.
That wasn't officially confirmed, but they did confirm it will be backwards compatible with PS4 games, so that's at least something. Seeing as how the PS4 was never backwards compatible with anything. The solid-state drive is clearly a vast improvement, seeing as how it took less than a second to load Spider-Man Fast Travel. Ray tracing technology, I don't know anything about that, but resolution's up to 8K. We just got into the 4K market with video games. These past few years, we just broke into 4K gaming on console. Now they're saying, hey, this thing can do up to 8K, which is a format that is not at all the standard for anything. What the fuck happened at Sony? This is just the weirdest shit. And I think
Sean Layden walked into Sony Entertainment America, high off his ass on cocaine, and went, "Okay, what if we just made it fast?" His fucking
face is just white. He's
what if we just made it fast?
What if we made it 8K? Give it 8Ks, guys.
It's very high on cocaine thing to do to propose something that no one can do.
Yeah.
No one has an 8K TV.
I don't even think... Do 8K TVs even exist?
No, they don't. 4K is the highest we have so far. But Sean Layden walked in high off his ass on cocaine and went, "Okay, boys, gotta make it fast. I want to play everything.
I want to play my original Crash Bandicoot PS1 disc on this bitch.
If I can't play Vic Ribbon, I don't want to give this shit to people."
Vic Ribbon loading instantaneously. Let's go.
Also, what if we made it 8Ks?
Give it 8Ks. You thought our last system couldn't even do proper 4K. Let's give it double that.
We have 4K? Nah, fuck that shit. Microsoft says they can do 4K. Are we Microsoft? No, we're not. Let's go 8Ks. You know what? No.
The funniest thing about this...
Probably at one point was like, what if we did 16Ks? And somebody went, okay...
Let's do 32K. Okay. Fuck it. Just put all the Ks in it.
Sean, relax. Technology can't do that. We can do 8 maybe. And he's like, okay, fine, whatever.
The funniest part about this is that I can't remember where I saw it, so I didn't grab it for the podcast, but I saw an article somewhere that said that reportedly Xbox's next console is even more powerful than this.
I know, right? It's okay.
Sony comes in out of nowhere and is like, hey, PS5, it's going to have Ryzen chips, it's going to have a Radeon GPU, 3D audio, 8K, solid-state drive, it's going to play all your fucking games, we're back in business. And then Microsoft comes out of nowhere and they're like, hey, yeah, our next Xbox, even better than this. What the...
fuck your dick for real.
What the heck? This dick measuring contest has gotten out of control.
And then Nintendo comes out of nowhere and is like, yes, but what if video games were fun?
What if video games were meant to be fun?
Anywhere.
Nintendo is literally like standing in the corner playing on their Switch. Like, yeah, but what if we made it fun, guys?
No, here's what happened. Sony's over here like, hey, PS5, 8K solid state drive is going to be the best thing ever. Microsoft comes out of nowhere with their next Xbox. It's like, yeah, we're even better. Fuck you. We got 16Ks. And then Nintendo is over in the corner building Labo VR. It's like, hey, I can strap this to my face.
100% that is what happens.
I can strap my Switch to my face.
What if we played Super Mario Odyssey in VR?
What if we added a pointless VR mode to Breath of the Wild, where all you can do is control the camera with your face? That's what Nintendo's doing right now.
Video games are fun.
Video games are meant to be fun. Let's have fun, guys. And then Sony and Microsoft are like at each other's throats, and he just throws a fucking bundle of cardboard at them.
It comes like off-screen right and just fucking hits.
It just whacks him in the face and cardboard flies everywhere.
Phil Spencer gets decked with a fucking Labo box. And then Sean Layden gets fucking all attacked by the entire Ultimate roster.
It's now or never, Nintendo. And it's just his fucking splash screen is just him in the corner eating glue.
It's Doug Bowser's time to shine.
Oh god. Anyway, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, okay, Spencer has slowly but surely descended into madness. Okay, when
using the fucking GameCube handle as a fucking weapon and swinging it like a flail, it is like, it's Doug Bowser's time to shine. Whack, whack.
He just swings a GameCube at Sean Layton.
And then he picks up a Wii and uses the nunchuck as a garrote and fucking chokes out Phil Spencer. And he's whispering into his ears, "So long, Gay Bowser."
Okay. All right. What does everyone think about this? Let's start with Adam, the only sane one in this conversation right now. What do you think about all these details about the supposed PlayStation 5?
Okay. My opinion is that graphical technology really isn't going to get much better from where it is now. Because if you see stuff like The Last of Us 2 and all this other showing up, it looks can get without being creepy. 4K, 8K doesn't mean a damn thing anymore, just because no one has those TVs. I don't have a 4K TV, I don't need it. What it's going to be mainly about now is how can we get, bigger hard drives, faster loading times. That's what it's going to be. That's going to be the big difference. There's not going to be any more like major graphical leaps, because we're pretty much at the peak there.
Yeah.
But it's just getting rid of that or taking it down as far as possible, making sure we have crazy big hard drives that people can play games on, all that stuff. It's going to be PS5, and if they do a PS6, it's going to be an evolution of that. It's no longer about aesthetics. It's going to be about like the stuff behind it.
It's going to be more about performance than anything going forward.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be like,
Which I mean, hey, if you can get all of your games running at like 60 frames without having to have like an enhancement mode to do that, go for it.
If you can get them at 60 FPS, no screen tearing, nothing, and like get the loading time down to a second or even less, that's insane.
Yeah. Like if you take something that normally takes 15 seconds to load and it takes less than a second on new hardware,
exactly.
Like you've already basically won, because everyone's gonna jump on that, because I'm probably honestly I'm gonna buy both, because I have a PS4 now, I have an Xbox One now, I'm probably gonna upgrade again. I hope it it's probably going to make them irrelevant, but I hope it doesn't make the current systems irrelevant too quickly. Because I just got my One X like 6 months ago, and I love that fucking thing.
Yeah, I got my PS4, and it's really good, but I don't want to like lose it immediately because I bought it too late.
Yeah. Spencer, how do you feel about this without going insane?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm so happy for multiple reasons. I've been a PlayStation fan my entire life. I am a Sony boy. The first PS1, and then a PS2, and then GameCube. That's when Nintendo started. But I own a PS2, 3, 4. You best believe I'm going to own a PS5. Mm-hmm. You best believe I'm going to own a PS6. You best believe that when I'm fucking 75 years old, living off of a pension, and or doing some small legal work, I'm going to buy that PS16.
You're going to be like in the climate shelter. Like,
yeah.
The PS16 comes out today.
I could just imagine like senile old Spencer with all of his Sony consoles, just duct tape them all together.
It's like the Iron Throne, but like it's just PS4 consoles.
It's just all Sony consoles.
Yeah, his games.
It's like the fucking. It's like the fucking image that the Sonic Twitter put out when Game of Thrones premiered, and it was Sonic on the Iron Throne, but it's just all Sega shit.
Oh my god.
It's just a bunch of Dreamcasts and Genesises. Anyway, continue with what you were actually saying.
It sounds good. I like it. And I'm really excited to see what kind of console battle royale this happens.
Yeah. Oh, boy. In terms of what I think about this, obviously it's impressive. Like, what they've already shown off and what they've already discussed, it sounds impressive. Whether or not it will end up being impressive, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how this thing operates in action. We'll have to see games actually running on this before we can really, get a grasp of what this thing actually is, and that's not going to be for a while. In terms of how I feel about the PS5, right now I'm pretty heavily leaning on the side of Xbox. Just because like I said, less than 6 months ago, I got a One X, and that's all I've been playing since we got that thing, because that thing's a fucking beast. Like, if you have a One X, there's really no reason to get multiplats on anything but that.
Exactly. Well,
in terms of actual exclusives, that's a different story. But
PS4 is better exclusives.
Yeah, PS4 is better for exclusives, but Xbox right now is better for multiplats. So there's pluses and minuses for both. I'm most likely going to get the PS5. I'm most likely going to get whatever next Xbox they're going to release. But so far so good. I like what we're hearing. I think they're taking a step in the right direction. Hopefully they don't, stick their heads too far up their asses next generation, like they did this time, because honestly, slowly but surely, it was becoming a repeat PS3 kind of mentality, where they're like, hey, we got the best console, so we don't really have to care, and that's not how you get supporters.
Nope.
Xbox, for the last little while, has been very consumer friendly. They've been doing basically everything for the sake of the consumer. They've been doing everything everyone wanted them to do. Backwards compatibility, a more powerful console, Game Pass, all of these different things. And then what's Sony doing? Sony is just like, well, we're selling like 2-to-1 every other console right now, so we really don't have to put any fucking effort into our marketing or what we're doing to improve our system and our service, because they really haven't.
Nope.
So I hope that they have a better mentality going into this generation and don't just assume that they're going to be number one right off the bat. Because Xbox is catching up. In terms of overall mentality and general public perspective or public image, Xbox is beating them. Like, Xbox has the better public image right now. So I just hope that they don't stick their heads up their ass again with this, and they actually, take the time and effort to make this the best console it can be, while also delivering on what people actually want to see with it. So far so good. It sounds impressive. It sounds like they're taking a step in the right direction, and I hope they can continue with that. So I'm excited to see what the future lies, where the future is taking us with this new generation of consoles.
Wild.
Yeah. But with that being said, that was the last news story of the day. So
marathon podcast.
Yeah, this was a longer podcast than I thought it would be. But we had a good discussion.
Like you would take an hour, and then we just went on and on and on about stuff.
Yeah. It was a good discussion, good episode. But with that being said, I think it's time to wrap things up. Thank you very much for watching another episode of the Bearded Banter Podcast. If you like what you've seen, you can subscribe to BGM for more great gaming content, where we do Let's Plays, gaming videos, unboxings, podcasts, live streams, etc. We do some really great shit here, so please subscribe. And what else do we do, Spencer?
Click that bell.
Click the bell! I have been your host, Shane, aka The Bearded One. Thank you for joining us. With me, I have my temporary co-host, Spencer. You can follow him on Twitter at Beery Burton with 2 E's.
2 E's.
Where he likes cosplayer photos and posts some other shit. Mostly retweets what I post.
Yeah, mostly retweets what he posts, mostly cosplayer photos. Eventually, sometimes a tweet that is like mildly confusing.
Mildly is an understatement.
It
makes
mostly confusing.
Make no sense.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm so long ago, Bowser.
But yeah, you can follow him on Twitter. With us, we have our guest, Sports Boy Adam. Adam, plug your Twitter because I don't know the exact handle.
Yeah, it's A Lamau Zadongs, A 3 Ys Lamau, and then Zedong, like the communist guy, Zedong.
He has a duck profile picture. That's how you know you found the right one.
Yeah. If you have the giant duck, that's me.
That's our boy. He's a duck.
Do things online. I don't really have a topic. I just talk about stuff. I don't even talk that much. Like, case about sports, it's like whatever. Maybe I'll post about night because I can. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, you can follow him on Twitter for all of those fun things. You can follow me on Twitter at BeardedGamingN, where I post all of the BGN content as it becomes live, as well as my personal opinions on games, anime, movies, other stuff, and just retweet dumb shit. So if you like nerdy shit and memes, follow me on Twitter. With that being said, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you in 2 weeks for another exciting episode of Bearded Banter. Keep on gaming, everyone. We'll see you then.